Cal International 2022 Art Show and Competition.
If you can't hear me, just raise your hand and go louder. Hi, I'm Megan Olivia Ibel. I have driven here from Houston, just 45 minutes away. I'm really excited to kind of talk to you about my selections in the show. I'm honored to be here. Like Ken prefaced, I am a curator from Canada. I was originally born in Vancouver, I was born in Ottawa, but lived and raised in Vancouver, British Columbia. I moved to Houston about 10 years ago, and have lived all over the world, really, and went to Sewanee, the University of the South, to get my Bachelor of Fine Arts in Sculpture and New Media. Computational art was kind of my niche. And I bring a lot of what I have experienced in life, the places I live, the people I meet, into how I curate shows in general. And when looking at the very many submissions for Conroe Art League International, I think we had about 600 submissions from across the world. It was a really interesting approach that I took to come to what you see today. I personally collect LGBTQ and Black and Indigenous people of color, and I do that as a representation of myself and the communities that are not necessarily represented in institutional art institutions. And I tried to bring that same respect into the gallery today, and thinking about the people and communities that are in Conroe, what we are exposed to, what perhaps we can see through our exposure through art, through access to art. And so today, when you look around, you'll see a pretty diverse, there's diversity of medium, there's representation in the people and things that you see in the work today. There's I think there's a pretty good representation of the type of people, the ages as well, of the artists that submitted their work. There are a lot of Texas artists, of course, but we have some very special people from around the world as well represented here. We have South Korea, we have East Java as well, which is mind-blowing to me. It's really exciting. And yeah, I really put a lot of thought into everything included here. There are some people that I know that are in the show as well, and it was really exciting to kind of to see representations of those people as I'm walking around the gallery as well. And then there are also people that I've researched on my own after the selections. I think I've looked at almost everyone's work after the selections were made, whether it's on a website or Googling if you didn't have a website, Instagram, social media. I've looked through almost everyone's work, and I do that very intentionally because when I curate a show, I really want to get to know the artist. I think that's a very important thing to me. As Ken mentioned, I work at a gallery in Houston that represents Texas artists exclusively, as well as secondary market. But my passion is working in our amazing state. I'm not from here, but I have extreme passion for Houston artists and Texas artists, and what our state brings to even the international art scope. And I think there's a good representation of that here today. So thank you so much for coming. Thank you if you're an artist. Thank you for submitting your work. Thank you, Ken, for having me, and everyone at Conroe Art League. It's been a very interesting little back and forth about what we have here. So I'd love to talk to anyone more one-on-one, but enough about me. I know people have questions about kind of what I chose and kind of what I'm bringing to the table here. So that's pretty much it.
It starts at 6 o'clock. It's 6:30. You see my smiling face again. We're going to go through it again, introduce and welcome everyone, and we're going to make some announcements and then get to the big finale. Who won? Good evening and welcome to the Madeley Gallery at the Conroe Art League and to the Cal International 2022 Art Show and Competition. My name is Ken Roy. I'm the president of the Conroe Art League, and on behalf of the board of directors, I want to say thank you all for coming, and for all the artists that entered the show. Thank you for entering the show. We have one thing that we want you to do tonight, and that's have fun. Enjoy the show. Look at the art. Appreciate it. Find the artists. Many of them are here tonight, and talk to them. And I've instructed the board of directors. I hope they listen to seek out each and every one of you to say hello and welcome you as well. Gonna get shortly to the award announcement. But before that, I have to make some other announcements, okay? Please bear with me. First thing I want to do is recognize members and volunteers who put this thing together. It started back in July or August of last year. Whole lot of steps, a whole lot of moving parts, as the saying goes. So the members that have helped out with this show include and I won't go through all the things they did because some people are doing multiple things. But beginning with our members, Brooke Boswell, Jennifer Clausen, Brenda McDougall, Rod McDougall, Tani Hurley, Marilyn Lowry, Robin Pepper, Cynthia Reed, Deborah Riley, and Will Schneider. Volunteers include Mike Musters and Tom Riley. Now, as members and artists, we do reach a plateau where our skills and expertise gives out. So we have to turn to business partners to help do all of this. And I'm going to name a lot of them that help us. Color Tech Direct, Montgomery County Podcast, Hearst Corporation, including the Courier, Great Works Painting. If you see the fresh coat of paint on the wall, they got here and got that done. Roy Sanders, entertaining you in the courtyard with guitar. And Westfall Marketing Group. Paul Westfall is here somewhere, I know. And always, always the city of Conroe. We reside in this building at the pleasure and the generosity of the city of Conroe. We appreciate all of their encouragement, all of their support. We have a beautiful building here, and we want to stay here a long time. So that's who's been involved in the show. Could I give a quick hand to everyone involved? Thank you so much. The next thing I want to do, recognize by name those artists who were juried in that RSVP'd and came. I'm not going to say every one of them actually showed up, but they did say they were. So, and I saw a lot of them. And I'm going to name them in alphabetical order. Erica Alonzo, David Bartell, David Blow, Hebe Brooks, Elizabeth Clemson, Amy Conroy, Bo Crump, Rebecca DeGroot, Elizabeth Fontenot, Patty Gary, Kimber Hardick, Ben Hobrach, David Lee, Monica Mendez, Wendy Moreland, Anna Myers, Vincent Priata Puano, Eliza Reeve, Deborah Riley, Oksana Shaw, Thomas Tankserly, Jesus Urino, Doug Welch, and obviously
Also John Lytle.
John Lytle.
And there's another woman that's an artist that's here.
That's
There
her.
she is, and we didn't have her name, sorry.
And what's your name?
Laurence Unger.
Laurence.
Laurence Unger.
Okay. Sorry. Thank you all for coming. If you did make it, we had obviously most people that came are from Texas, Montgomery County, Harris County, but we've got some from Bridge City, I think North, maybe Nacogdoches, Austin, maybe perhaps. Florida. I did my Florida juried artist, Monica Mendez. You're Florida, Monica Mendez. Oh, thank you so much for coming. And Utah, I know she's here because Eliza Reeve from Utah. Back in the back from Utah. Seems like I'm forgetting somebody or something. Oh, Indonesia. Yes, thank you for remembering, Bev. From Surabaya, East Java, Indonesia, the artist Vincent Priyata Purwano and his father Rudy. Rudy, come on up as well. Folks, they flew 24 hours and 10,000 miles from Indonesia. And their trip is not over. They're getting on a plane tomorrow. They're going to Georgia. They're going to Indiana. They're going to D.C. They're going to New York, where Vincent is going to participate in a residential art program. How long, Rudy? 1 month. 1 month, residential art program. So you got a lot of traveling to do, but tonight it's safe to say you are a Texan, okay? And if you're a Texan, most good Texans have a cowboy hat. Do you have a cowboy hat? You do now. You do now. Whoa! So pick the one. Pick the one. If you get juried in next year, we'll get you a horse. But thank you so much for coming. And if you haven't noticed, Vincent's piece is on the wall on that side. So it's a wonderful story. If you haven't had a chance to talk to Rudy about Vincent's development and his art and what that means and how Rudy and his family support that in their town of Surabaya, listen to the story. It's inspiring to hear all that's going in. And they've done a number. They've been to the Mercer. They've been to the Galleria. They've been walking up and down the Woodlands, I think, at the canal. So thank you both. Thank you both for coming. Okay, we're getting closer. We're getting closer. We did two things this year for this show. We expanded it from national to international. We also added something which is common to art organizations. We added a signature status, meaning that we established a rule. If you got juried into this show 4 or more times, you're going to get signature status. And we're going to give a very nice certificate to display that. We have 6 artists that have earned signature status. I think only 1 is here, but if I call your name and you're here, we have a certificate for you. J.J. Baker, Karen Eisel, William Ford, Wendy Lane, Paul Malinowski, and I'm saving our own Patty Gary for last, Conroe Art League member, Patty Gary. This is our 7th annual show. Patty Gary has been juried in 6 of 7 times. 6 of 7 times. You're welcome. So when somebody says to me, oh, a judge this, a judge that, I said, you know what, they pick quality art, and I can prove it by these signature status that they have a breadth over a lot of judges that we've had through those 7 shows, and 6 times Patty, and Paul Malinowski was 5. They're both photographers, so I don't know if there's a thread there, but their signature status. Thank you so much, Patty. All right, all right. Now, I think we're coming to it. I'm going to introduce Megan, maybe a second introduction for most of you if you came to her talk. But I'll introduce Megan. She's going to announce the winners, beginning with fourth place, third, second, and then first. If you are here, please step up. Megan is going to give you a certificate. We didn't do ribbons. We don't do ribbons here. We got a certificate of excellence, and you'll see them. And I'll hand out the check because we paid for it. So I'll hand out the check if they're here. So I'm going to introduce Megan and ask her, I'm going to give her the cheat sheet, and to say again, for those who weren't here during her talk, she's a graduate of Sewanee, the University of the South. She's a gallery director, curator, appraiser at Heidi Vaughn Fine Art. She's a curriculum developer and art instructor. She's been an instructor in China. She's a member of the International Society of Appraisers and has an extensive history in exhibitions, installations, and collaboration. And she is also an artist herself, and you can find her website and see her art. So with that, Megan, I'm going to suggest you hold it here because I got chastised. They couldn't hear me. And that's the cheat sheet there. Okay. That's the cheat sheet there. So I'll hold the mic.
Great. It's okay.
And starting with first, going to the top.
All right. Fourth place goes to Aria Brownwell with vegan barbecue diptych.
And that piece is right over there. Vegan barbecue diptych, okay?
Third place is for Travis Head Icon 18, which is the small one right there. Yes. Oh, my bad.
Then I have an assistant that's going to bring the second place and the first place from the gallery. So second place, assistant.
Second place is to Rebecca DeGroot, Fume. He's phenomenal. Beautiful.
We've got a certificate for you,
Thank you.
and I'm going to give you the check. And
Here, come
if we
into
could
the
get
shot.
a photograph.
Yeah.
Hold it. Everything's falling apart. Okay.
Let me do this.
Okay. Do that.
Let me do this. I was saying earlier that the way you know that you're a good artist is if you take your medium and you make it your own. It's really beautiful.
Hello, my name is Ken Roy. I'm the president of the Conroe Art League, and we are talking tonight from the Madeley Gallery at the Conroe Art League in Conroe, Texas. We are enjoying the Cal International 2022 show, our 7th annual art show and competition. Great crowd, enthusiastic crowd, a lot of art lovers. We had 4 winners tonight, first, second, third, and fourth place. Because we are an international show, obviously there are artists from outside the state. And Rebecca DeGroot is not the only one from Texas, but the only one from Texas here tonight. Yeah. Okay. And Rebecca is a resident of Spring, Texas.
Yes.
And Rebecca, this is your piece. Would you tell us something about it? Second place and an award of $1,250. Tell me the inspiration, the concept, the technique.
Those are a lot of things.
A lot of things.
So the inspiration really, because it's all black, I wanted to focus the most on form and movement. So I wanted to combine the elements that I already have in a lot of my other pieces with the legs, but adding the addition of the body up at the top, and then these features that look like they're flowing up as though it is, or it was, sort of a fire piece, and now it's burnt out and is leaving these fumes. So that's kind of the inspiration. And now the process, it's turned on a wood lathe and carved and finished after being ebonized. And what were the other ones? Because now I don't
I think that
remember.
was it. Technique, inspiration, concept, and technique. What kind of, that is wood?
It is wood.
And what kind of wood,
It's
Rebecca?
walnut.
Walnut. And is walnut, forgive me, hard, softwood?
It's a hard domestic wood.
Hard domestic wood.
Yeah.
So a combination of the lathe and a combination of carving.
Yes.
What are you carving with?
I'm carving with a flex shaft power carver.
Okay. So you're holding a hand tool.
Yeah, I'm holding a hand tool that's connected to a cord that's attached to a motor.
Okay.
Yep.
And Rebecca, you were juried in last year, were you not?
The year before last,
The
I
year
was.
before last,
Yes.
you were juried in.
Yes.
If I remember correctly, similar style, or was it much different?
Similar, very similar style.
Right.
Yeah.
I do remember it because I remembered your name when you were juried in. I said, she's been in the show before. I
Yes.
thought it was last year, but year
Yeah.
before last, that's fine as well. And you're a professional, meaning you make your living by art?
I'm actually a high school art teacher.
Nice, and where at?
In MacArthur High School, Aldine ISD.
Okay.
Yep. And I get my supplemental income from woodworking and demonstrating the processes that I have here today.
Well, there are a couple of other woodworkers that were juried in.
I actually know both of them.
You know both?
I do.
They've told me it's a pretty close community.
It is. It is.
And well, that's wonderful. And now, have you won other shows, other awards?
I have. When I lived in Michigan, I won a few awards.
Okay.
Yeah, not since coming down to Texas.
Okay.
But my work has been published in a couple books.
In some books?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Three different editions of the Masters of Contemporary Wood Art book.
Masters of Contemporary
Wood
Art. Okay. And that's still being published?
Yes.
You purchased?
Yep.
Where?
Yep.
Amazon?
It can be
or-
purchased at woodsymphony.com.
Okay. Well, very good. So you'll have something maybe Monday to tell your students.
Definitely.
If you pay attention and work hard,
Yes.
this what make. What age students, Rebecca, are you?
They're high school.
They're high school.
Yep. Yep.
Very
so
good.
10th through 12, usually starting at about 16 and going up from there.
Okay. Do you work in a series, or is each one unique in that aspect, or is there a series that you may be trying to communicate
There are
an
series.
idea or a theme?
There are series or smaller bodies of work within a larger evolution,
Okay.
I think.
Okay. Well, Rebecca, thank you so much. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
And thank you for coming. And we hope to see you in the Cal International 2023
I hope
with
so.
another amazing piece.
I hope so.
Because you have signature status to work for.
Ooh, yeah,
You know,
now I
4
do.
times.
Now I do.
3 more times, and you'll be signature status. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you.